Hello, my name is Timothy Cummings, Jr., and I have an Ivy story to share for IV7. I have recently, in the last year or so, become a new landlord for the first time, and have learned lots of interesting lessons through experience, one of them very recently. One of our first tenants moved out. I checked her out and checked all the rooms and closets and cabinets to make sure she had moved out, and then ended up coming back to the house maybe almost a month later, weeks after the electricity and water and other utilities had been turned off. And I walked in the front door and was almost knocked over by a very putrid smell coming from inside the house. And I came to find that I had not thought to check the fridge or the freezer, which were both full of food that over the weeks of all the electricity being off had spoiled and rotted and were the source of this awful smell. And it was dark and the electricity was out, so I wasn't going to clean it up that night, although I knew it needed to get done soon, but I was not looking forward to it. But I did have some IV7 with me, and so I figured, it couldn't hurt. So I took the IV7 and I opened the fridge up and sprayed all in the fridge and the freezer, all on the fridge and freezer, inside and out, all around the fridge and freezer, all through the room, just sprayed IV7 everywhere I could, and left. And it wasn't until a few days later, actually, that I was able to get back and during daylight so I could come clean out the mess. And upon entering the house, the same place I had entered the previous time, the front door being about 40 feet away from the fridge, I could almost not smell anything at all. It was definitely much better than it had been 2-3 days earlier when it almost knocked me over walking in the front door. And I proceeded to clean out the mess in the fridge and all the rotting and spoiled food and everything. And the smell standing in front of the open fridge and freezer was just a little worse than it had been 40 feet away at the door days prior. So while I still had plenty of nasty things to clean up, IV7 definitely helped with the odor and gave me confidence that I wasn't going to get anything nasty, but definitely made the process significantly more bearable than it could have been.